Hi, and welcome back to another episode with me. I have come back from a regional women leaders network conference that was held in Johannesburg this past weekend. And there I met with women leaders from the US, from Australia, Angola, Zimbabwe, Uganda, Nigeria, virtually, Tanzania, and obviously South Africa represented, Ghana. Guys, I feel so supercharged for this next season that we're going to enter into. And I just wanted to share some of the insights that I received over this last weekend. And I think number one is that leaders from across Africa are taking leadership and leading with intentionality and purpose so seriously. And then supported by that is women leaders are investing in, equipping and uplifting and stimulating women leadership in the private sector, in the public space, in ministry, wherever, with intentionality and with purpose and with strategy. It was so encouraging to hear stories from these incredible women in leadership positions and how they are proactively driven and fueled by passion and purpose, right? Investing in the leadership of other women within their countries. And so I am just so incredibly humbled by just the purpose and the deliberacy and the power and the investment. I've met some incredible women. They shared a grand vision story about this wonderful woman who had her heart broken for a cause and has built a solution to protect children who are victims of cyberbullying and raise awareness around it. And really just her story inspired me. Zilla, I'm in love with Zilla from Zimbabwe. She is just one of the most amazing humans. And so these women shared their stories. Hope from Tanzania. These women shared their stories with me. And the one thing, my beautiful D from Neisner, they shared their stories with me. And like all of it was underpinned by this space of self-actualization, where it's not about self-service anymore, but sacrificing their lives in the service of others. Whether in business, how are we going to create businesses that serve women leaders, raise women leaders, encourage leaders and leadership development across both genders and all races and spaces. And so I feel like Jesus laid down a gauntlet for me, and he was like, and he asked me a very, very black and white question. And the question was, Jackie, what are you going to be doing in your nation and in your space about investing in women leadership? And the answer is, I'm going to deliciously spend my life in sacrifice of raising women leaders. And so this is the thing that I think when we talk about women and women leadership, because of some of the political tension brewing in other nations around feminism and feminist movements, there is some native antibody in male leaders and in male dominated environments, and even in some women, that says, no, my natural immune system has to kick in here because I don't necessarily want to be involved in something like a feminist movement or in the bra burning mentality that some women have at the moment. And this is not that. We are raising leaders and broadening leadership capacity in women so that they can lock arms with men and be the solution that their societies and their countries need them to be. There is a massive pool of talent and a massive pool of potential that we have access to. And that is the woman leader, the emerging woman leader, or even the established C-suite leader that has more. And in investing in those leadership skills, investing in creating safe spaces for them to stand up and be counted, it is stand up alongside their male counterparts in corporate and say, I want to lock arms with you, and together we can be the solution that our world needs to solve X, Y, or Z problem. And that is what is so encouraging. It's not about, I want to take that job where I can do it better. I'm not a guy. I'm not a man. We are not men. We are women. We bring something very, very unique to the table. And that would never replace the beautiful value that males bring to the table. But when we put those two powerhouse reservoirs of potential together, organizations, cities, societies, nations can be transformed because we're doing it together. And I think that has been a refreshing of my passion and purpose and my desire to see leaders lead with more impact and influence, and more recently see women leaders step into the beauty that is them, their unique themness, and bring all of that with courage and reckless almost abandon, right, for what is expected, and bring all of that to the table. Because when a woman shows up in all of her splendor, it permeates the atmosphere. And there is no part of a team, of a company, of a family, of a ministry, of a network that is not impacted when a woman decides to give of herself with reckless abandon and step into her purpose and identity. And so over this last weekend, I sat at the feet of great women and received such heavenly deposits into my soul, and am so excited for this next season. I mean, I was already pretty passionate about raising women and helping women break self-limiting beliefs and, smash those narratives. If I thought I was passionate about it before this weekend, another level's been unlocked. And so I'm just really excited. And to those women who are watching this, who don't feel qualified, who don't feel worthy, who don't feel like they have the experience or the look, or they're too much, I want to say to you that the time is now. We can't wait. You can't wait for your stars to align before you'll step into the role that you were destined to step into, right? You can't wait for everything to be okay. For one day, when I get this, then I will. When that happens, then this. Those times are gone. And the time is now to say, in spite of my fear, in spite of my perceived inadequacies, in spite of not feeling worthy, in spite of not feeling good enough, I'm going to put trust in the gap, and I'm going to step out. I'm going to insecurely and in terror step out. And I'm going to see where this goes if I just keep putting one foot in front of the next and standing up and start being counted and start being a meaningful contributor and adding bringing forth the solutions that can only come from you into a certain context. The time is now. If you're going to continue to wait for the sign, let this be your sign. But if you're going to continue to wait for a sign, life is going to pass you by. And not only are you going to pass away with potential left unlocked within you, but you're going to deny the world the uniqueness that you bring to us, right? So you're never not going to be scared. You're never not going to feel insecure. I sat this weekend with incredible female leaders from across our beautiful continent, and we all share insecurities at times. We all have imposter syndrome. We all have, I'm not qualified. I don't have this, or I don't. Enough. Enough. Draw a line in the sand and say, as messy and as terrifying and as this is going to be, I'm going to step out and I'm going to bring my unique viewpoint to the table, and I'm going to lock arms with the men that I get to lead with, and together we are going to bring the solutions that will ultimately bring real relief to this world that we live in today. I'm here to tell you, you are enough. You're more than enough. Actually, you could be extra. That's coming from me. You could be extra. Don't let any self-limiting belief stop you from doing the thing that you know that you were called to do. Whether you're a Christian, whether you're not a Christian, we all have divine purpose. And we know that because we have these yearnings that have been built into our DNA, right? I'm a Christian, so I believe Jesus designed me with a purpose in mind, and that I have an absolute job, a mandate, an assignment that I need to lean into. If you are not a Christian or not a person of faith, you know that when you have these quiet desires, these yearnings for something that you want to do, is it the book, is it the business, is it the nonprofit, is it the ministry? You know that you have these yearnings, and those yearnings are not placed within you for you to ignore or to talk yourself out of because you don't feel good enough or you don't feel worthy. My theme for the year for KZN, for Women Leaders Network, has been to unlock your thinking and so amplify your impact. The secret sauce is in unlock your thinking. Start breaking those autopilot, always on lies that tell you you are not good enough, you are not worthy. Fear is there to keep you safe, but we don't live in caves. We don't fight saber-toothed tigers anymore. So you've got to acknowledge that fear is going to be a normal part of life because it's triggered by a whole bunch of things. All your brain is trying to do is keep you safe. But we can't play safe anymore because we are called to change. We are here. Guys, women, you are atmosphere changers. You are nation changers. And for as long as you choose to stay terrified and have that terror keep you immobilized, you are depriving the world of the gift that is you. And so this right here, this is your moment right here, right now. You don't need an audience. It doesn't need to be loud. You don't need some insane declaration of this is it. But right now, in this very moment, choose. Choose to lead. Choose to step out. Terrified, messy, unqualified. Choose to step out and just watch what happens. Watch what happens between the you that is you, that comes with all of your gifting, your fish and your loaves. Just when you come with what you've got, just watch what happens when you actually step out. There is an ocean of difference between the you that is you, and the limitations you think you have, versus the you at your full potential. And the only way to get from who you are now to who you know you are is to just step out, scared, messy, insecure, all of it, unpolished. Just give of yourself, bring it, put your hand up for that promotion, speak that solution, you answer the question, ask the question, bring those solutions, bring all that is you. Guys, I am so inspired to keep investing in the leadership of other women, in leadership, period. I mean, we're part of the Global Leadership Network, which is a global organization focused on investing in leadership and raising up new leaders. And now this global movement of the Women Leaders Network is we get to do this for women and get them to take their rightful place at the table and bring those solutions, bring the you that is you. And so let that be today. I'm so excited. Till next week.